good news. The age of consent was lowered, so things are finally legal between you and the shirtless wonder.
Nice. Oh, by the way, I was thinking about you yesterday at my job. You know, minimum wage on a postgraduate degree will pay off those loans in no time.
Those years of charm school have finally hit their mark.
Good morning, ladies. First off, let me extend my condolences on your loss. I've called you here separately from the rest of your family per your grandmother's wishes. About a month ago, your grandmother set up an addendum on her will, allocating certain items of specific sentimental value to each of you. Now, these items are in storage in your grandmother's garage and must be removed within the week, as any remaining contents of the garage will be donated to Goodwill at that time. Now, when's a good time for all three of us to go look through these items? And a purse, painting, golf clubs, Christmas ornaments, modeling clay, fedora, tennis rackets, costumes, bicycle.
Sweetheart, look. I took this in college.
Nice.
Can you take it to the car?
Actually, that item is on Anne's list.
You cannot be serious. Grandma would never let you have that.
The proof is in the pudding.
Could you take this to my car for me?
You wouldn't.
Totally would. Actually, let me correct that. I totally did.
I'm sorry about the picture. You can have it back.
You know, this vase is gonna look really good in the bottom of my junk closet.
Rose, that was the first thing I gave to Grandma.
Well, I'm keeping it.
Well, I'm keeping the picture.
Fine. This is on my list.
Well, this is on my list.
Mine.
I'm going to have your heart on a stick.
You talk big, but you don't got the stick.
What's the deal with those two? I gave up asking that question ages ago.
Well, thank you so much for all your help. Well, I'm off to the incinerator.
No stick?
The items are yours, ladies. Do with them as you please. But remember, your grandmother gave them to you out of a sense of love and caring. Please act accordingly.
This is my newest room. Do you like it? It was recently inspired.
Sweet. We got any fruit?
You're selling a signed, original copy of Moby Dick? Are you insane?
I'm fetching a fair price for it.
$5. $5?
3 pomegranates.
The gloves are coming off, sister. See anything you like?
You've reached a new low.
Don't say that. The day is still young.
I wouldn't have thought it possible.
I've named it. Do you want to hear the name? It's Anne's Cherished Childhood Piazza. I tried to come up with another CH word, but I think piazza's underused, don't you? Fair enough.
Are you out of your mind? You have crossed a line. I don't even think there is a line.
Lady, don't knock it. Just get while the getting's good.
Fine, I'll take this.
I'm sorry. We here at Rose's Ultra Cell Emporium reserve the right to refuse service to anyone. And you're distracting your customers.
Customers? These aren't customers! There is no customer unless there's a possibility of a purchase! These are pillagers! Pillagers!
Anne, I hurried right over here. Couldn't help but notice the sweet, sweet smell of victory in the air.
Top that!
I don't think shirtless would approve. You remember when Great Aunt Angie died?
Sure,
Doesn't seem so long ago.
sometimes. Why?
I was thinking about it when you had me in that headlock. Do you remember overhearing the conversation Grandma had with her cousin?
How you two little troopers doing, huh? You holding up? Yeah? And we've seen your grandma, Celia. Celia. How are you? She was a grand old dame.
Yes, she was. Never thought I'd outlast her. I guess after the teen years, though we got along fantastically, never a cross word or a harsh moment. Hell, in hindsight, we should have kept fighting. Maybe she would have lasted longer.
Kids are like that.
Did you ever tell Grandma about that?
Never. You? I figured. Our little secret.
Why couldn't we have one about embezzling company funds?
We could.
Thank you for coming, ladies. Grandmother was very clear on this point. She wanted you to watch this videotape after the items of the estate had been divided. I'll leave you alone.
Children, I am very, very dead. Please, no blubbering or misguided attempts to raise me from the grave. That never ends well, especially since I've asked to be cremated. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Try the meatloaf. You two are my favorite grandchildren, and while I say that to all my grandchildren, I really mean it with you two. But the fighting, it's got to go the way of the dodo. And sad to say, I've done something appallingly clever and diabolical, a fitting last act as well. You two have been forced to rummage through my old crap. Your precious belongings, dears, I was taken care of. And that in turn has forced you to be civil to one another in order to get the stuff that rightly belongs to you. I know you did the adult thing and worked out your offenses through conversation, but just in case, I recorded this to make sure you knock it off. Even if you don't want to, I'm making it my dying request. And who amongst you, meaning you two, would deny a dying, or rather a recently deceased woman her last request? Especially one so honourable and decent, not to mention verbose. So Haugen, let's all call it a day. I won't rest in ashes if you don't. Oh, and lastly, I want to make it clear from the grave which one I loved more. It was, take care of each other. A sister is a beautiful thing, even yours.